Bum, bum, bum. Just gonna wait for Therax, I guess. Boy, howdy, Therax. I'm excited to be here. While we have some downtime, why don't we go ahead and talk about our sponsors, Denny's. Denny's, come on down for the Grand Slam breakfast. Just the next 2 weeks, build your own Grand Slam. That's right. All the meat choices. Get some pancakes, get some toast. Who knows? Get some waffles. Come on down to Denny's.
I just need to fix one of the logos yet.
Was that all the sponsors that we had today, Therax?
I think it was, yes. An unofficial sponsor for an unofficial cast. Or
Oh, okay. Should I not say that?
I have no idea.
Fantastic. We got one team locked here. What is the score? Do you know?
I haven't been told yet.
Well, let me just go ahead and ask. Well, I asked. These teams in here playing some mind games. Luckily, everybody that tuned in for the first one, obviously here for this one as well. We already talked about HPG. We talked about what can happen up here. It's 1-1, Therax. Anything can happen at this point.
Okay. I've got the logos up. I've got the team names up. I'm going to put the drops in. So we know that is a 1-1 match here. So we're coming in on drop 3. So we're joining this match in progress. Unfortunately, we missed the first 2 drops, it looks like. Teams were unable to hold up for us to finish the first cast. But we're going to get the next 3 drops in out of this best of 5. And yeah, good to know it's a tied game. So we've got something going on here.
Looks like we're almost ready to get going on this. Boy, howdy, I wonder what happened on the first drops. Do you think KDCM maybe took that light drop and then JGX swatted him in the nose with the newspaper? Do you think it went the other way?
I'm, you know, JGX, couple-time world champion. What is it, 2, 3 times? I can't even remember. They've been winning everything. Whereas KDCM, they have a win against the in Division A here. So JGX also has a loss. JGX came to this match with a 3-1 record. KDCM came into this match with a 1-3 record. So I'm thinking KDCM won the first drop, and JGX won the second drop. The first drop is a little bit more brawly. That favors KDCM's more aggressive style.
Holy for holy, Therax, both these teams are locked in. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna head on down to the HPG manifold, and we're gonna get some answers. We're gonna get one here. We're gonna go back to the old Crimson Straight, and we're gonna see. Gosh, I'm hoping anything's possible, but I'm hoping for that 3-2 split.
Yeah, I want to see a couple of good matches here, close drops.
Yeah, Therax. I don't know if the production crew's picking this up, but KDCM's mascot Neil Diamond's actually out there on the battlefield today. Really hard to hear over the thundering cheering though from all the JGX alts on the other corner. Looks like the dropships are coming in. Therax, what side are you going with?
I'm looking at KDCM, Kells Danger Close Mercenary Company. They're bringing a couple of Javelin 11Fs. Those are going to be heavy machine guns. They have a Corsair 7A that is 4 ER large and 2 light Gauss rifles. Okay. And then they bought a Lemlanchi here with the 15% range quirk. They're running 3 ER PPC and 1 light Gauss. You can fire all of that together without ghost heat due to a quirk. Backing that up with a Zeus, that is a 6 ER large build, and then they have a Cap Spider, 5K Spider with ER large light machine gun. So they're playing mostly range with a pair of javelins, probably headed to the basement.
Uh, Therax, I'm about to blow your mind over here on JGX's side. They're bringing two ham and cheeses, Hatamoto cheese. They're bringing three UAC 2s on there, two ERPPCs, playing some range on that. They've got a Phoenix Hawk 7S with two ERPPCs and not stubs. That's typically what you see on there. They got a Phoenix Hawk with four light PPCs, and then they got Kraz and his favorite. Well, I don't know favorite, but three larges and 11 smalls. I've been seeing him back some people on Alpine Peaks with that thing.
Yeah, so a lot of range
Is
out
that
of both
everybody?
teams here.
Yeah, I covered
One of
everybody.
those Phoenix Hawks is light PPCs. The others are running ER PPCs, and I think it was
Small
yeah
lasers.
ER large. So two ER
What?
large on one Phoenix Hawk, two ER PPC on the other, and then four light PPCs on the third.
Why not? I'm
I don't know if
absolutely.
I've ever seen ear large on a Phoenix Hawk before, so that is new for me.
Well, I'm absolutely shocked that they'd bring range on here.
Okay, KDCM took the basement and then left. We've got the first Jaguar guards, Krasnoparsky and Vid pushing into the basement, being backed up by temporary access. Temporary
Was that
axes.
the plan? Temporary
Um, oh
exes.
wow, fourth Phoenix Hawk or third Phoenix Hawk joining them. There's a four push here into the basement. They're not going in light.
I think they were expecting KDCM to be hanging out down here, but they are not, in fact, down there.
Well, the spiders looking, javelins are looking, but they're seeing heavier mechs than them and in larger numbers. They're not going to push this. They're backing out. We have some long range trading occurring as well here. Now,
We
Lermgod and
sure
Hamoto
do.
Chi, 77% from first Jaguar guards is the lowest mech here.
Yeah,
Liking
he's
speed
not.
damage though.
Yeah, he's not loving it, but I think a lot of that is also coming from like losing an arm that
Oh yeah,
doesn't
he
matter.
lost the arm that doesn't have anything relevant in it. Could be a strike coming out here on Grolsch. He takes a decent percentage. So trades are actually pretty even at the moment.
Actually, sound a little biased there, X.
Well, KDCM is known for their brawling, not for their range play, although they have been working on and improving their range play the last while playing in Div A. Jay's getting a little Pop Tart scout here with the javelin. He's at 85%, looking to see on the damage. A little bit to the rear, probably a strike. So caps are in favor of first Jaguar guards, though. So at some point, KDCM is going to have to make a move
All
or
caps.
win their
Really.
trades. I mean, those are both options for them.
Yes,
Lots of time.
those are really the two options,
Yeah,
Therax.
I mean, they've got like 5 minutes to win work on their trades here before they have to get desperate and start pushing.
Giggity giggity goo. He's eating some garbage. The Zeus is starting to lose percentage, so now those trades are starting to look a little suspect. But the ham and cheese is also they're around 70%. So uh, you're right. It's a fair trade ish kind of game right now. It would seem. But JGX got a lot of map control here. They got a lot of what they're trying to own and what they're trying to do, and we haven't seen an answer yet from
Yeah,
KDCM. They're kind of wandering around out here. They're looking a little lost, like Stevie Wonder trying to find the piano on stage.
I mean, Zeus here's dropped down. He's got an open side torso. That's where his arm and left torso is where all the guns are.
Yeah, he's like, I'm
Jorgemunder is
tired of Drado.
70%. He's backed off the wall. So he's been forced down. Now the trades are going to start to be more favorable for JGX, what with one less trade mech for KDCM.
Well, that's not true, Therax. He's that Zeus is like, please, sir, can I have another? He's walking back up.
So maybe it was an unintentional drop, or it could be just repositioning.
Or mind games, perhaps.
The trades are still they're starting to go in JGX's favor. They have two low traders in the back, but the rest of their mechs are just absolutely peachy green.
Peachy green.
I don't know, green peaches. I had it, yeah,
Of
green
course.
like
Are those
apples.
like unripe peaches?
We have a
Green like
basement
apples.
engagement here.
Apps. Oh, that's fun. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh man. Oh. Lots of Phoenix Hawks down here, but they are range Phoenix Hawks. They're gonna be hot, not have a lot of DPS.
Yeah, it's a 3v4. There's a tonnage advantage for JGX as well, in addition to the numbers advantage. But the Heat, maybe. No, KDCM's bailing out smartly. They
Wow.
got all three.
Well, they
No,
tried to bail
Spider.
out. Yeah.
Spider got picked. Yeah, I guess legged
Yeah,
and then back
they
shot.
picked him like a nose there, X.
Now these javelins are going for the wall traders, so that's the play. They bailed out to go for the wall. They made their jump. Did both of them make their jump? Both of them made their jump.
Oh, hey, sometimes you don't make that jump out there, X.
I've heard of teams not making that jump.
Yeah, and then it looks really bad. So here they go. They're making a move on the wall here. I like that. I like them pushing those guys down.
Yeah, bailed out early. The Phoenix Hawks are here. These javelins should be
Oh
backing
no.
off.
Well, the one we're like, oh gosh, Jones. Maybe
Chase the rabbit a little bit too hard there.
he's changing our opinion about the French there. There was no running away from him. I like the attempt on the strike there.
And Jay's got legs, and he's the only cat mech left for KDCM, or in this case, aggressive
Those ham and
flanker.
cheeses are looking pretty not so good, but those Phoenix Hawks sure are looking great.
Now, Himoto Chi is a very tanky mech, so they've been up there eating unfavorable trades for a while.
Oh, Stone Temple Pilot took a Corsair. That's interesting. It's interesting that he did that.
Jay's
Really
javelin
pick.
has a
It's
red
really
open
pick.
leg, so he can't take any more damage. He's going in one more time here for a pick.
Giggity goo! Oh,
Yeah, he picks up.
Okay.
He loses the leg, but he gets the kill. Yeah, Phoenix Hook dropped and picks out Jay. So Jay's down. Grolsch is open side torso and CT, but the rest of JGX looking pretty healthy.
Stone Temple had Light Goss on there? Is that? Did you call that before?
Yeah, it was Light Goss ear large instead of
God, I don't like that.
Goss.
But you know, they probably had a plan.
Maybe it's for the extra range, but I mean, your standard Goss already has plenty of range for this type of an engagement.
I feel like when you're trading against JGX, you want to get the most out of the peaks that you get. So that's my thought. I'd go with the
Last mech standing is a Zeus.
Tickle.
He's putting in the work, but
hey, he's look. Well,
that's
he's
pretty
loose
decisive
now to run free in the Zeus parts of the sky.
So KDCM took more traders to try and get the advantage there, but ultimately JGX managed to have more cap control and convert that into a win.
I think those Phoenix Hawks just they kind of just trump a Spider Javelin kind of, you know, Wolfpack. The end.
All right, trying to pull up the lobby stat.
I bet you are.
Okay, I've got the lobby stats up on the screen here for the damage dealt. Grolsch leading the way, 770 damage in the Himoto Chi. Respectable numbers coming out of the rest of KDCM. One of the Phoenix Hawks temporary Axis. I'm not sure what his build was, but he's got just over 100 damage. Navede 1 I know had the light PPCs with around 300. Lurm Gods put out 400 trading with the Himoto Chi. Krasnopaski with 440 out of the Crusader, and Pasha with a 480 out of the other one of the other Phoenix Hawks.
Did you say you didn't know what Temp had?
Yeah, I don't remember the build specifically.
That's kind of rude.
Each Phoenix Hawk had a different build, so I don't recall. So we're looking at KDCM here. Giggity Giggity Goo with the Lamanchi Banshee has a just under 500 damage. Jorgamunder in the Zeus has just under 500 as well. Stone Temple Co-Pilot with that unconventional Corsair build puts out 250. That's a little bit low. I would expect it to be a little bit higher considering how long they were trading and how well it looked like KDCM was initially trading. Javelins picking up 180 damage out of Jay and Shonez. And then the Spider with the 109. Just the Lights didn't really have a favorable engagement. They took a 4v3 in the basement against the Phoenix Hawks and the Crusader, and that's never a good fight. Zelnega in the Spider 5K there with an ear large, and I don't remember if it was light machine guns or heavy machine guns, but just didn't really get a good fight.
You can say that again. So we're moving on now, Therax. I know it's a little out of pace here, but we're going on to Crimson Straight, the last two drops, the heavy drops. What kind of play do you think we're going to see out here today?
Sorry, just updating the scoreboard there. It's 3 drops, 1 for
Really
JGX,
important.
two drops, 1 for JGX, first Jaguar guards. 1 drop has been won by KDCM. That was before we got on the stream. Crimson Straight, I don't think KDCM is going to try to do trading on both of these drops. They might try to trade on the one, but on the other, I'd expect to see some sort of a push attempt of some sort, or maybe they're going to play like a cap control strat using the hidden force of brawlers of in the tunnel or
Yeah.
something like that.
Mm. I personally want to see KDCM not bitch out and just take the fight straight to them. I'm gonna go out on a limb. JGX, they're probably gonna play some range, and I'm just gonna say it, they might be playing that heavy island play, which a little out of the ordinary, I know, but I just got a feeling they might do that. And KDCM, I think they just again, I said it last game, I said it last week. I think the real key to this map and ISC is the aggression, and just kind of trying to dunk the other team before they can even set up for whatever they want to do.
Yeah, KDCM, they're well versed in playing range strats, and I'd expect them to play island. I think that is the
KDCM
strong.
or
Sorry, JGX. That is a strong range position, so I expect JGX to go for the island. And KDCM, they very well might have suspected that, whether or not they elect to try and make a push to the island, which is kind of through the open. There isn't really there isn't that much cover for getting to the island. There's always going to be like 300 meters or so you have to cross in the open. Pushing into JGX, that's going to be a challenge, and I don't
what
know.
about
Maybe they can
behind
pull
the
it off.
island, Therax?
Yeah, the that was a strat that we definitely did employ with the smoke adders. I wasn't in on that drop, but you were, and I did like that strat. But this is a higher tonnage drop than that was. This is 420 tons, so the
All I'm
speed
saying
maybe
is
isn't
that,
there.
yeah, all I'm saying is if you're KDCM and you are going to try and take the fight straight to them, the real only way that you're going to get close to JGX is to maybe use that island as the cover, I guess is my thought. But who knows? I could be completely wrong because I don't have to worry about playing these guys. So let's see what happens. KDCM taking their sweet time here though.
Yeah, I mean maybe they're making a couple changes to builds or
Well, Jay's
Max.
probably, rattling the old sabers, getting the crew all pumped up. Neil Diamond's over there with the mega horn and the t-shirt cannon, shooting it out to the fans. I just I've ran with KDCM a few times. I know what kind of inspiring drop caller Jay can be, and that's something that you can't put a value on. I don't think that JGX has that inspiration that Jay brings to the table. What he can inspire the men to do, the women, the people, the animals on his team.
Yeah, it's easy to get a team to show up when you're winning all the time. A little bit harder when you're not winning as often.
And look at these guys. They're just they're here. They're here for the mech action, just like we are. They're dropping in there, X. I never have a camera glitch, and I don't know what anybody does to make it happen. But I really enjoy it when it happens to Ash.
All right, coming in here. Okay, I'm looking at first Jaguar guards. They are bringing a Marauder 4L. That's going to be that Gauss ERPPC build. And they've got a Moto G, an Annihilator 1P. Just going to grab some builds here quick. ERPC light UAC 2 out of the Himoto Chi. ER large light Gauss out of that Annihilator. Okay, so 5 ER large with 2 light Gauss. And then a Marauder with 2 ERPC, 2 Gauss. So that is heavy trade. They're backing it up with one more Crusader. I guess they have one left. What do we got? 3 ER large, 11 small lasers. And then they're sending 2 mechs towards, well, scouting here with a Panther. That's going to be light PPC. Yes, 4 light PPC in the Panther. Katana Cat, that is a hero mech. And then the Vulcan is the cat mech here with 2 large pulse, 2 ER meat, and 2 light machine gun out of Zeos. And what do we have on KDCM?
Fantastic. Yeah, over here on KDCM side, they got 3 Stalker 5S's. All of them trade, so ER larges, lots of lightsabers. Jay's running a little bit of a different Phoenix Hawk 7S. It's 3 light PPCs and 4 smalls. They got a La Malanche with 3 ER peeps and 1 light Gauss. That's showing up again. And they got a flea.
Yeah, so they brought trade, range trade.
They sure did.
Definitely can't push with those ER large stalkers.
Maybe they're gonna be looking to
There's some early fire coming out here. Who is taking it? Looks like trades are actually in favor of KDCM at the moment. That's very early damage, though, going out on the Crusader. 87% is pretty healthy still.
When do they even get them?
And KDCM's making a move toward Theta with 2 mechs, whereas First Jaguar Guards is sending only 1 mech to look at Theta. They're taking wide angles, though. They're very cautious here.
Yeah, I don't think JGX is trying to actually... They're just trying to scout this and keep an eye on it. Trying to see what KDCM is doing. They're moving their big guys, though, out from that Epsilon Island area. Kind of scooching them up here to Gamma. Yeah, we're just gonna sit here and wait.
So initially there, it's just a feeling out, setting up perhaps for a potential push, and then when you detect that it's obviously not a push, then you start taking your secondary positions to settle in for a trade. We could be here for a little bit of a lengthier period of time as the decks are advancing into trade positions.
Yeah, it's like the first time with the new lover. You know, you gotta kind of feel it out a little bit. You know, just poke around a little bit, and then you can kind of settle into a routine.
Yeah, so KDCM has the cap advantage right now. That is not going to last forever. If First Jaguar Guards has anything to say about it, they've brought 2 mechs over for Theta. The Vulcan, who's going to do the actual capping, and then he's got a support mech backing him up. The Panther doesn't have the speed to do the capping, so that's just there for a little bit of moral support and to provide some covering fire.
Hey, Therax, guess who has the island now? That's right, it's KDCM. Maybe they're just trying to choke the JGX down a little bit towards Theta so that they can make a play here easier at Gamma. I'm excited to see what they're doing here because it's a really passive play so far.
Yeah, the Flea is pulled out of the Flea and the Phoenix Hawk both pulled out of the Theta cap.
And so Zeus isn't actually flipping the Theta cap yet either. He's actually just scouting.
Yeah, so First Jaguar Guards have actually brought the 4X over to watch for Theta. So they were expecting something to happen here, and obviously there's nothing happening.
I'm really surprised that they committed that quickly here. But to be fair, what they've committed here is pretty mobile part of their deck, with the exception of Lerm God. So it's kind of easy for them to bounce over here and maybe bounce back.
Yeah, we have.
They also know that the stalkers are here, so maybe they're just trying to kind of pinch them off like a turd.
Maybe they're going to push the platform. First Jaguar Guards.
That's what I'm saying.
They're looking at saddle. If they bring that Himoto Chi over, that's definitely what they'll be looking to do. A little bit of trades over the saddle here. A little bit of strikes going back and forth.
Cheeky strikes. Jay just ate shit. That was pretty good.
Nothing open yet, but 77%. Side torso's reddish armored. Stalker's getting in the fight. Gets a decent burn here on Krasnopesky.
Oh man, yeah, they are making a more aggressive move here.
And there we have the Himoto Chi putting in fire onto these Stalkers. The Stalkers
Some may say that's one of the strongest DACA mechs in the game right now.
Yeah, ridiculous armor quirks, and then yeah, good DPS coming out of that.
Just kind of sit out there in power position. I don't like getting shot by it. I don't think Stone Temple Copilot likes getting shot by it.
Normgod's taking a little bit of heat damage in the Moto Chi, but that's not serious yet.
So are they trying to choke him up here? It looks like they're gonna try and get start making a move with the flea towards Gamma, but they still got a lot of this weight just stacked here.
Yeah, Gamma's not exactly free for the taking. The Flea's looking at it.
Well, they are moving one of the stalkers up, and they got the Banshee on the island. You know, I guess this is, what do you do? What else do you do?
Yeah, Marauder 4L, one of those, another potentially overquirked mech there. Good pinpoint damage,
And
lots of armor. So
already
84%, but
seen
that's
this
still
movement.
healthy.
Yeah, they've
Yeah,
already seen
movement
this
off
movement
the
too,
island is. I mean, they need to make a play for Cap. This is where they've elected to go. They're giving up Theta. They're going for Gamma. But this is giving plenty of time for first Jaguar guards to rotate back. Jay is now. Is he going to step on the Cap here? I believe he is.
Nope. Grolsch, funny guy. He's got a really good position here. He's pinned up here. Like, even if he gets singled out, he's this annihilator and he's going to take quite a while to die anyway. This is this is the way, Therax.
Yeah, these are slow pushes. They're advancing with caution and bringing their entire force forward to make this play. They've even taken their mechs off the saddle, off the platform. They're rotating through the water. They're all going to group up in lower city, it looks like, or they're just going to play out from in the open in the water, perhaps using the buildings for cover to try and get shots
KDCM sending the flea back to Theta again. The old Cap tug of war. Everybody loves to see it.
So they pulled the mechs over to Theta, then they started pushing toward Gamma. Didn't
They're just
actually
trying
go
to
for Gamma, and now they're taking Theta. Are they just pulling
I
first
think they're
Jaguar
just trying
guards
to,
around?
yeah, I think they're just trying to shimmy them around a little bit, wang jangle the first Jaguar guards into not knowing what to believe anymore. The problem is that it is costing them percentages, obviously. And how long can you keep up this
Yeah.
back and forth?
They're going to go
kind of
back into
strategy?
having an advantage in caps taken, but they're behind on cap points. Just because of the rotation time that they aren't really getting money for their time.
And I've seen Giggity Goo just walking around in the water here, just eating shit for a while here. I'm sure he's getting good trades back, but like it's gonna add up pretty soon here. And
Theta is controlled by the
I guess
enemy.
they're letting him have Theta. I think
Yeah.
JGX is just gonna try and kill KDCM right here, right now.
I mean, Jorgamunder's pretty far forward. He probably wants to back up a little bit more. He's got some support coming in, but there's more and more mechs from first Jaguar guards coming in, trying to find the angle on.
Yeah,
on
JGX
them as well.
just wants to kill what KDCM has here, and
Big
that'll win
hits
the
coming
fight,
out there. Eats only heads, landed a big shot.
He's
Navid
getting some
A1's
good
Katana
flank
Cat.
shots.
That would have been pinpoint damage. Navid might be open here.
Okay.
Yeah, Navid A1, open side torso. That'd be the Light Gauss ERPPC all hitting more or less one location.
Yeah, Giggity's taking it though, and the same with heads here.
Yeah,
Boy,
50%
their
on
range
Stalker.
elements are just eating some
Yeah,
some
Stalker's
shit,
half, 32%. He might be cooking.
and they're not even caught up on caps yet. You know, KDCM still has to hold for a while, and this element can't really get away. And obviously, the percentages aren't looking swell for him. Giggity Goo here is kind of looking like a hot dog that rolled off the grill. Man. Heads got lit
Banshee
up.
goes down first,
you
open
know?
CT, then Giggity gets
There.
taken out the Stalker. Jorgamunder's still fresh. He's got a good angle, but he's going to be facing a lot of pressure here.
Yeah, I mean, JGX is all up in here like swimwear.
Jay came in the back here a little bit on the Annihilator. Grolsch, he might be able to pick up this kill. Grolsch
German
doesn't have much
Gunder,
support.
I'll miss you, bud.
Jay jumped
Oof.
over. So maybe he can pick up the kill here on the Annihilator, but the kills are definitely in first Jaguar Guard's favor, as are percentages. Jay's legged. It doesn't even look like he's going to pick up the kill on the Annihilator.
Well, not with that attitude. See, he's brought a dream. We all know how firm of a handshake Jay has and how hairy his chest is, and I want to see him do this. I want to. Oh,
No, I got a little bit too hot there and overcooked. And
We all know how hot Jay is.
we're down to the last mech here, Stone Temple Co-Pilot.
Unfortunately, recently off the market too. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, the Stone Temple Co-Pilot, 55% open side torso. There's
Word
not
on the
much. Maybe can pick up a kill here yet.
word on the street is that the KDCM actually has their own internal grinder service. So if you see anybody that you like out here, maybe they could one day be yours.
So pretty decisive win there.
Pretty decisive. Yep.
Out of first Jaguar.
A lot of
cards.
percentages down though on JGX. Like it's not like they're standing up there with 5 Maxwell. KDCM has none, but like I mean they were hurt certainly.
Yeah.
It's hard to commit to one of those plays where they weren't able to back up and reinforce the element that was getting attacked.
Just trying to pull up lobby stats again.
I bet you are.
It's a new toy. I'm going to play with it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You got the teams wrong, Therax. Don't change it.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I came in midway through. I needed to make the switch. My bad.
Yeah, well, just leave it now.
Sorry for the confusion for anyone.
Yeah, everybody's really confused. They don't know these players. The last thing you want is people thinking that Jay is JGX material.
All right, let's run through the damage quick here. Out of JGX, we have Kralsh leading the damage, 700 in the Annihilator, Lermgod with just under 700 in the Moto Chi, Pasha in that Goss ERPPC Marauder 4L with 600, Krasnopesky with 500 out of the Crusader, Zeos, Vulcan picked up 300, and Vid A1 in the Panther, Katana Cat. He stayed alive, but he only picked up 160 damage. Ate a big shot on the side torso, had to play safe. So KDCM, top damage, Stone Temple Co-Pilot on the island in that Stalker, 600 damage. Jorgemunder getting a good trade angle, 500 damage in his Stalker. Eats Only Heads landed 350 out of the Lamanchi Banshee. And Gigity's got a lower damage total in the Stalker 5S, just 230. Jay in the Phoenix Hawk picked up 200, and the Flea only picked up 90 damage, but it was mostly there for cap control.
Now I've heard that that Eats Only Heads is actually just a name. He actually has some greens for fiber as well, along with those heads.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a headshot to come out from Eats Only Heads. That's what I'm really looking for, and that Banshee,
No doubt.
That's one of those mechs that could do it.
You want to talk about somebody out there that's hungry for the headshots, hungry for that guillotine, accomplish, what is it? Achievement. There we go. It's got to be Eats Only Heads and maybe Magic Pain Glove.
I mean, could you imagine having the name Eats Only Heads and not getting headshots?
You're looking clownish out there. They're probably setting up a circus tent back at the dropship for him right now if he doesn't go out there and get a headshot. Unfortunately, I forgot there, X. I was going to say that if KDCM won this, me and you were both going to get KDCM tattooed onto our bodies. But unfortunately for them, lucky for us, it doesn't seem like that's going to happen here. But gosh darn it, let's see that 3-2. Am I right?
Yeah, we want the close match. We didn't get to see the first drop that KDCM won. I would have loved to have been there for it. I'd love to see a KDCM win here, just to pull it back a little bit tighter, get something on the record for them.
Yeah. In JGX, I think they've looked a little wounded this ISC. Probably not putting in the same effort that they do, of course, for CS or maybe some of the bigger leagues, I guess. But they've been wounded. They've been wounded this season.
Yeah, picking
they
up
bleed.
An uncharacteristic match loss in a league. That's JGX typically just been winning everything, but there's some new challenger teams that are making a mark here, trying to dislodge JGX's position at the top of the pile.
A lot of talk about that Bonson guy. My understanding is that he's the guy.
He might be. I have not managed to catch very many of the new kids on the blocks teams matches, but we're here for the JGX KDCM one today.
Hey, and you're right. I'm seeing a lot of green lights, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna get to the conclusion of this particular match any second now. All I know, Therax, is that I wouldn't want to be any of these pilots up here. I mean, Div A, that's top tier mech warrior competition. It doesn't get any more difficult, any more challenging than that. And I'm not trying to find that, but boy, do I have admiration for all of these pilots willing to go out there and do it. And what an ISC season we've had. Dropship's coming in there, Axe.
Yeah, I'm going to be
Are you
looking
ready
at.
to Judas?
I'm looking at KDCM here, and now first Jaguar guards did win this match. That's already been decided, but I'd still like to see it get pulled back a little bit closer here, make it a 3-2 instead of a 4-1. Now, out of KDCM, they have a Marauder 4A with 5 large lasers and 3 light PPC. Warhammer 6R with light Gauss ER PPC. Another Marauder with the same 5 large laser, 3 light PPC build. They have a Flea going off for the cap. I'm going to assume it's got a Flea type build. And which mech did I miss in this pile? Crusader 6T with 2 ER PPC, 12 small lasers. Alright. What do we have on first Jaguar guard?
Oh, Therax, I'm so glad you asked. We've got an Annihilator 1P. He's running ER larges and 2 light Gauss, so that's a big boy build. They brought a Katana Cat with 4 light PPCs. They've also got a Vulcan 5M. It's large pulse ER mediums. Where am I? They brought the Zeus. Most importantly, the Zeus is loose out here. He's running ER larges. I know that surprises you. They've got a Mad 2 as well, the 4L ER Peeps Gauss rifle. And they're making a play for the island.
Yeah, a few mechs changed up, but the strat is basically the same out of the first Jaguar guards, just the 3 mech chassis limit kind of changing their builds. No more Moto Cheese, I take it. And
Yeah,
out of KDCM, that 5 large laser, 3 light PPC, that is not a mech I knew existed. So I'm interested to see what they do with that. That's definitely more of a mid-range build.
these guys proving how dumb I am at strategy. They keep playing. We keep seeing these plays for Theta, Therax. So what do I
Yeah,
know?
I mean, yeah, I'm not entirely sure how to play this map yet. A little bit of a new map for the comp community here. Not that the map is new, but the spawn locations and the cap points have changed. Got some PPC trading here. It's 4 light PPC versus some ER PPCs, so that's not in favor of JGX's Navid A1 there. He's got more support thinking about coming in, but maybe they just want to bail out. No, looks like they're going to commit another Crusader and their Vulcan.
KDCM showing absolute disregard for the Gamma cap. Just walking away from it. And JGX has decided to move away from the island as well. They've got that Annihilator sitting out in the water, but they're moving that Mad 2 up to the saddle as well. They're looking to get froggy here at the saddle, I think, there, Axon. God damn it, that's going to be fun.
They brought their Marauder over here, but they're took a peek and then backed up. Not sure
Yeah,
if
I
that
mean,
build got spotted or not.
KDCM is playing like super heavy kind of in this area, but they're just kind of just letting one by one peaks on the corner. I mean, it's like PPCs or whatever, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know what to believe here. You know, I'm questioning everything I've ever known right now.
Yeah, this is a different style of play than what I've been anticipating. Neither team is on the island. Neither team's really playing around Gam at all. It looks like it's a full dedication to a saddle push here from first Jaguar guards. They're bringing the Annihilator over.
Maybe this is what they want. You know, KDCM's like, come on, push the saddle, I dare you. And then JGX like, yeah, let's just go dunk on these scrubs. Let's just go shit on them. And then like KDCM's got some big brain plan once they push over.
We're gonna see a clash here at Theta out of the big mechs. I don't know if both teams are aware of this or if each of them thinks that they're gonna pull the surprise on the opponent.
I just outstanding.
Stone Temple co-pilot in the Warhammer. So he is red CT on armored up there. That is getting a little bit low at 80%.
Boy, howdy.
Okay, we have a cap play coming out from Zeos in the Vulcan.
I see all these JGX guys up on this mountain here, and it be looking like the Sphinx Gate from Neverending Story here.
That's a scary line to peek into.
Yeah.
And they have the range here, whereas this is probably about 1,000 meters of trade from these far back positions to toward near the tunnel.
And yeah, JGX is just gonna be like, we'll take that cap, thank you very much. What you gonna do about it?
Warhammer's now open yellow CT out of Stone Temple co-pilot over for KDCM.
Okay. So Jay's taken his most trusted advisor, Eats Only Heads, and they're going around Therax through the Tunnel of Love, and I think they're going to come and try to get up behind on Saddle here. Thoughts?
I mean, yes. I think they need to do something, and pushing with those Marauders or trading with them at this range is not going to work, so... Now, Navid, is he going to spot this? I don't know if he's looking, but there's a UAV up, so they're going to know.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Navid's got some incoming fire here.
Up. Yep.
So they're going to have control of the saddle here for KDCM briefly, but they could get pushed. This is not a lot of tonnage. Those Marauders need to find a way to do something out of KDCM. Jay's at 67%. They're turning around. Navid took a big shot, 55%. He might have an open component there. I'm going to take a peek.
Jay must be having some kind of keyboard malfunction because he's using keys I've never seen him use before.
Katana Cat, orange legs, both open, so that is very close to dead from Navid A1, but Jay is at 64% as well here. Just trying to get a damage load out. Nothing open on Jay yet, 55%, but the Krasnopesky's coming in with a fresh Crusader, so Jay's got to bail out of here. Jay's now open CT and open on the leg.
Heads is here too. Oh, okay, yeah. They're really committing back to Jay's shenanigans back here, and I don't blame them. I think they are going to be able to clean that up.
Yeah, it was an attempt to get a second cap.
Well, they're running towards their Marauder 2s, you know.
But they just don't have the ability to hold the saddle with only two Crusaders.
We don't know that.
Now, JGX is not going to over pursue. They're a very disciplined team. I wouldn't call them cautious, but I would call them disciplined.
Yeah, and they rotate armor out so good, too. It's so frustrating. Like, you get a mech all the way down, and it feels like you just never see him again. Well, a couple trades there. That was, you know...
Yeah, they're working an angle here on Gigi Goo. The Marauders are bleeding out. Jorgamunder's at 60%. Something's going to be open here. Yeah, open side torso. Lermgod's getting aggressive with that ear large laser Zeus, bringing that into close range. I don't know if he liked that peak. 72%.
Oh, jeez.
Giggity Goo's though at 50% as well himself.
Yeah, Giggity Goo's looking like he said something about Will Smith's wife right here. Oh, God. No,
now,
there you go.
Do you think Lermgod is XL in that Zeus? The way he's shielding, I'm starting to smell it.
Gosh, I'd like... Was it?
Yes, it was. But two mechs went down getting that Zeus.
I don't care. I'm just happy to know that He too is a man of culture.
Pash is being played with a Flea over here. Flea's the last one up for KDCM.
KGX, yeah, they just clean up now. Well, they cleaned up already, but they finished cleaning up.
Yeah, this has gone the way of first Jaguar guards. There's no way for KDCM to pull this back with just a Flea.
Well,
Come on. He can't run caps. They only have 400.
Well, maybe he can.
There's 4 mechs up. I mean,
He can outrun Kraz.
The Flea could pick off an assault mech if nobody's there to support them.
He's going back.
Yeah.
He's not scared.
Diving back in on this Crusader. This will decide the match right here.
I mean, yeah. He's more like, he sees him out here. He's like, Kraz, yes, pesky. But I don't think.
No, Flea's legged.
Well, he's still in this fight. They don't know exactly where he's.
They have resource points.
The small lasers are too much of a challenge in the arms there. You can't outmaneuver. You can try to outrun the Crusader, but eventually they're going to cut you off going for a cap. And the Flea decided to try and take the fight. And if a miracle happened there, then maybe.
I would say, yeah, an absolute unit of a mech that Crusader is.
Yeah, Vulcan's
flexible,
very wounded.
There's kind of a lot going on.
Zeus and the Vulcan at 57%. All the torsos are open. Side torsos orange and yellow or red.
He played very heroic in this, and I bet you guys like Kieran just wish that he would have gotten the fight a little bit more.
Yeah, so JGX picks up the match win, 3 drops to 1. We did not manage to watch the drop that KDCM won. We only came in for drops 3, 4, and 5.
Everyone saw. Wow. This has been a fantastic day of casting, Therax. You know how I love me some hot Mech Warrior action? And we just had a back-to-back, a double-double, a McGangbang, a KFC double down.
Yeah, getting a back-to-back cast here today, that's something nice. When the schedules line up. Unfortunately, missed the first 2 drops, so not quite a full 2 matches.
Well, that's their fault. You know, they know how important we are. I know how important I am. Thanks for letting us in. Thanks. Yeah, well, fantastic. Any closing thoughts today, Therax? Did this match mean anything, or was this just close it out?
Well, JGX needed the win to keep their hopes of first place alive, although the tiebreaker lies with another team. So if the Equilibrium pulls off a win today, then they will have first place over first Jaguar guards. That's out of Jaguar guards' control, but Jaguar guards got taken care of what they needed to do. Kept their hopes alive of that first place, and now they just have to sit and wait and look for the results. I'm going to run through the damages here of that final match. Lermgod with the Zeus pulling out the 770 damage, top damage in the match. Krasnopaski in the Crusader coming out with 600. Zeus in the Vulcan 450. Kyrian in the Annihilator with 450. Pasha with the Marauder 4L pulling up with 400. And Vid-A1, he managed to put out 250 before going down. Katana Cat kind of got a little bit picked early there, sort of. Survived for a little while, but took a lot of significant damage at the saddle.
He looked great doing it, though.
Yeah, and it was important to get that scout, that spot. Very, very important, even around Theta early on, doing some scouting. For KDCM, we're looking at Giggity Goo in that Marauder 4A with that unconventional 5 large laser, 3 light PVC build, putting out 400 damage. The rest of the team's a little bit further behind, and lower damages overall. Just didn't really get the fights that they were looking for. Anything we want to do here, wrap it up. I guess thank you, Captain Judas, for joining me as a co-caster today. Thank you to the teams, all of the teams that allowed us to cast. That would be both JGX and KDCM letting us come in halfway through the match to cast, and then the previous cast with Belligerent Bortles and Hyper Oxy 2, where we managed to get the full cast in there, watching undefeated teams going at it for first place in Division G, and then a little bit of a lesser important match here for Division A. Thanks for the viewers for joining us, and
yeah, you know, Therax, thanks so much for having me. I want to say I'm going to miss all the viewers, of course, but this this night, this day, this afternoon of castings really arised passions in me that I never knew that I had. And I wanted to thank the teams for that. Thank you so much, teams. Play MWO comp. I can't wait for the next season of whatever it is.
Yeah, this is the last week of Intersphere Coalition 5. I might be picking up some other casts later on this evening or weekend, depending on how things play out. But yeah, that's it. That's thanks for watching, and I'm gonna be ending this stream here. So thanks for MWO Comp for letting me cast on their special channels over here.